You may be looking at that street and thinking that there's nothing particularly interesting about this scene. We just have a shopping mall entrance, a traffic light. But as a matter of fact, we're standing in a parking lot that has a lot of historical significance for the St. Louis area. We're in the parking lot of the famous Crestwood Court. Crestwood Court was a powerhouse mall of the St. Louis region up until about the early 2000s, where unfortunately things began to decline quite a bit. This mall was very much built up in the 80s. It was the place to shop, and it has, in recent years, become a local joke. There's nothing here. The mall is completely dead. And today, I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough because most tenants have been instructed to move out by 2 days from now. Today is Sunday, February 26th. The mall will soon be closed other than a Sears, which is currently in a liquidation sale. They have outside entrances. Most of the people you see here are either for Sears, doing a tribute to it like I am, maybe just visiting, or they're mall walkers. This mall is famous for mall walkers that love to come in and get some exercise. So right now we're entering the section that was built in the 1980s. This is the first end of the mall. In there is the old Macy's / Famous Bar store. You can see this place has fallen into somewhat of a bad state of disrepair. It's not kept up like it should be. There's no doubt about that. You look in there, we have a Lens Crafters. It's actually still open. And the store closures begin just as you walk in. We'll round the corner here and keep going. Got our trade secret, gutted, gone. Look at that. That's all gone. Over there, nothing. No clue what these storefronts even used to be. Look ahead, there's just a few people in here. Most of them are just here because it's closing. Look at this. Gutted. Shuttered. Covered. Stripped. Got some folks moving out in there. It's all gone. Got Diesel Ducey in there doing a very similar video to this. You can see here, this is the old food court. Now I'm actually going to take the steps down and show you a little something down here. Hello, hello. Now down here, this is the old food court area. This used to be full of restaurants, all sorts of food you could eat. It's all closed off, has been for years. I believe the last restaurant that was down here was a Subway. If we call the elevator down, we can get a look a little farther back. Look at all these old storefronts in here. They're locked. We can ride the old scenic food court elevator. It's used to open up into so much busyness. Now, it's basically used as a freight elevator into a closed part of the mall. We'll let it close and we'll ride up. The bell is very obnoxious. Got some more people packing up their store in there. Now we'll continue our walk. Look at all this. All of it's packed up. None of this is going to exist in a few months. They're going to completely redevelop this whole property. Ooh, look at that in there. What a mess. Look at all these old kiosks. Looks like some type of Disney store used to be in there. You can just tell there used to be so much life in this mall. All of it's gone. Here's another entrance to the food court. This one is actually closed off completely. Escalators are turned off and blocked. You can kind of see a little bit down there, but not much. Another entrance to the mall. We're still in the part that was built in the 1980s. Look at all this. Can you just feel the life that used to be here? That's completely boarded up. It's probably been gone for a while. Happy holidays. They've been gone for a bit. Lynn Light Photography. They're gone. There. There. There's one of the entrances to the old Sears. See, they're having their liquidation sale. Everything must go. They're selling fixtures, furniture, and equipment. The whole store is for sale. You can buy an item, you can buy the shelf an item is on. Look at this. Shopping Concierge, obviously not staffed anymore. Old restaurant. Looks like they turned this store into some type of an art display. It's probably back when things weren't quite as bad. Got an old pasta house in there. It's long gone. Everything's packed up against the walls. Now, we're around the corner. And, oh, what do we have down here? Another empty kiosk. Empty storefronts left and right. Literally, I mean, I don't even remember the last time I saw a store that was in business. Well, I guess it would have been Sears. But a small store. St. Louis Workout. This is kind of neat, actually, what's in here. If you look through these gates, you can see some old escalators. So this store was downstairs. Look at them getting their tape off the wall. Look at this. This is an old music store. Look at all the old CDs. Now, that wasn't a step back to the 90s. I don't know what is. That looks gross. Here's another entrance to that Sears. Now we'll come around the corner here. We got more empty storefronts. Empty storefronts all over the place. They're moving. All the tenants, all the ones that were left, evicted. Enjoying his last moments in his store, I guess. We were talking to a security guard before. Most of the elevators here have broken by now, and most are not being maintained. So there really isn't much of anything left to film. What I'm going to do now is head down these escalators. You can see the other end of the mall down there. It's a defunct Dillard's, former Sticks Bear and Fuller store. Now we got a 50s Otis Escalator here. And what do you know? It looks like I am butting heads with Diesel Ducey again.
I wonder who that weirdo on the down escalator is.
Yeah, got our separate videos going here. Let's see who does a better job. You know more history though.
Huh?
Said you know more history than me though. I never actually had the experience of shopping here before it started to suck. Notice this, ADA compliance, not a issue. Or I guess I should say it is an issue. Not a concern is what I meant to say. Now down here, do you want to know what's amazing about this? This mall used to have a parking problem, a shortage of parking. Look at this. There's just no one here. I'm surprised they have these lights on in this whole plaza. This is just creepy, like you wouldn't believe. Look, this part of the garage is actually sealed off. I'm not even supposed to be down here. Well, if I don't get mugged, I'll continue walking. Man, look at this. You ever get one of those feelings that, you know, I don't like being down here at all. But there's some neat stuff over here I want to get a view of. Man, this floor isn't maintained at all. I don't think anyone's parked in these spaces in a decade. Look at all this parking. All this space. All used to be in use. Over here, this is those are the elevators for the old Dillards. Oh man, I want to get out of here. Yep, now we are going to continue stumbling over this crumbling old pavement. And we're going to come out over here. Again, look at that. Look how far down this parking goes. This used to be a powerhouse. Now out here you'll see more of the old parking garage, all of which is empty. Broken trash down here. And the old Dillards up there. Now we're going to walk up these crumbling old stairs. Jeez. Unsteady old stairs. These have been repaired a little bit. Same idea? Look at this. And on the old end of the mall here, I'll go ahead and walk in these doors and get a view of the last little part of the mall that I haven't showed you yet. And this is all that's left of the end that used to be near the old Dillards. Look at that. What a waste. So, I guess that's really about all I had to show. I hope you've enjoyed a view of a formerly amazing part of St. Louis history. Look at this old restaurant in here. So, I could really walk around this place for hours just finding little gems. That's all I've got for you. That's it. Again, thank you very much for watching.